The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Ward. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis, and the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Up to make the play, Alex Singleton, the Eagles' leading tackler last year. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the... As Sanders has it poked free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Jeff Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked out by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Jeff Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend,
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you just look at him and say, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Show Fatukasi breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On second down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith.
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 24, Watson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Watson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second and 10.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Cut. 61. Matchbox. Light. C6. 57's mic. Mark 57.
Here's Wilson.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The
the goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 57, Mike, 57. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Coming this way. Coming this way.
Now it's Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Watson's throw here complete to Ward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw is Watson.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Finding his target, it's Ward.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Watson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Mims. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion. And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the grab by Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57, let's go. Bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 57's the Mike, rock 57. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your...
Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter,